Welcome back, guys, with new moral story on our channel Moral Stories. I think you all are doing awesome. Today we talk about the story of the farmer's three sons. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there lived an old farmer named Johnson, who worked tirelessly from dawn till dusk. His small farm was his world, filled with golden fields of wheat, a few cows, and a humble house where he lived with his three sons, James, Byron, and Chris. Raghav had lost his wife years ago, and since then his only dream was to see his sons living together in harmony. Sadly, that dream seemed impossible. The brothers were always quarreling over small things like who would fetch water, who would feed the cattle, or who would take the cart to the market. James, the eldest, was proud and bossy. Byron, the middle son, was short-tempered and stubborn. Chris, the youngest, was gentle but often ignored by the other two. The house that once echoed with laughter was now filled with shouts and arguments. The farmer's worry. One evening, after a long day in the fields, Raghav sat by the doorway, listening to his sons fight once again, this time about how to divide the land. "Father is getting old," said James angrily. "It's better we split the farm now before it's too late." Byron crossed his arms. "Yes, I want my own share. I'm tired of working for both of you." Chris tried to reason. "Brothers, why argue? If we work together, we can harvest more crops." But no one listened to him. Johnson's heart ached. He realized that if his sons continued like this, they would destroy everything he had built. He knew he had to teach them a lesson, not with anger but with wisdom. The lesson of the bundle. The next morning, Johnson called his sons to the courtyard. "My sons," he began softly, "I am old and weak. Before I die, I wish to teach you something important." The brothers looked at each other, puzzled. Johnson handed each of them a single stick. "Break it," he ordered. They all easily snapped the stick into two. "Now," said Raghav, tying a bundle of sticks together with a rope, "try to break this bundle." James went first, straining with all his strength. Byron tried next, his muscles bulging, but the bundle wouldn't break. Even Chris, though gentler, gave it his best, but it stayed firm. The old farmer smiled. "You see, my sons," he said quietly, "when you are alone, anyone can break you just like a single stick. But if you stand together, no one can harm you, no matter how strong they are." The three brothers stood silent. For the first time, they understood their father's words. The storm and the lesson remembered. Weeks passed and the season changed. One evening, dark clouds gathered over the village. The wind howled, trees swayed, and lightning flashed across the sky. It was the worst storm in years. Rain poured heavily, flooding the fields. The farmer's small house trembled as thunder rolled. The old roof started leaking. James shouted, "The animals! They'll drown if we don't move them to the barn." Byron yelled, "The roof is breaking. We need to fix it before it falls." Chris quickly grabbed a lantern. "We'll do it together," he cried. For the first time, the three brothers worked side by side. James and Byron fixed the roof while Chandon led the cows to safety. They helped each other, shared tools, and shouted encouragement through the storm. By morning, the worst had passed. The house still stood. The animals were safe. The fields, though damaged, were not destroyed. Exhausted but relieved, the brothers sat beside their father. Johnson smiled, his eyes glistening with pride. "Do you see, my sons? Unity has saved you. The storm could have taken everything, but because you stood together, you survived." James placed his hand on Byron's shoulder. "Father was right," he admitted. Byron nodded. "We wasted years fighting over small things." Chris smiled softly. "From now on, we'll stay united, no matter what comes." The new beginning. After that day, the three brothers changed completely. They worked together on the farm, shared ideas, and respected each other's opinions. James managed the sales at the market, Byron took care of the cattle, and Chris handled the fields and crops. Their teamwork turned the small farm into one of the most successful farms in the village. Neighbors admired them, often saying, "Look at Johnson's sons. When they stand together, no problem can defeat them." Johnson's heart finally found peace. His dream had come true. The laughter returned to their home, and unity brought not only happiness but also prosperity. Years later, many years passed. When Johnson eventually passed away, the brothers buried him beside the fields he loved. They planted a tree near his grave, a strong, tall banyan tree with wide branches. Every evening, the three brothers would sit beneath it and remember his words. Just like the branches of this tree grow strong when united with the trunk, a family grows strong when its hearts are bound together. They never fought again. Even when new challenges came, droughts, market losses, or illness, they faced them side by side, like the unbreakable bundle of sticks their father once showed them. Moral of the story: united we stand, divided we fall. When family members or friends stand together in times of hardship, they can overcome any challenge. But when they are divided by ego, pride, or anger, even small problems can destroy them. Golden words. Teamwork builds strength. Cooperation turns weakness into power. Love over ego. True victory is not in winning an argument, but in staying united. Family is a shelter. When storms of life hit, unity keeps you safe.